Ladies and gentlemen, theys and zays, welcome to my channel. And today I'm going to show you the website I use for a lot of my data. And I'm going to be using for a lot of the data when it comes to looking at countries to possibly immigrate to that may be more LGBTQ friendly than the United States of America. And that website is equalindex.com. This is a crowdsourced website that tracks legal as well as public opinions throughout the world when it comes to LGBTQ plus rights and issues. And if you look at each country, the lighter green, the better. So we've got Greenland at 94 out of 100, Iceland at 92. Those are probably two of the highest countries. And surprisingly enough, so is French Guiana at 93. And Uruguay's not bad at 83. You get into darker colors like purples and blues. Blues are a little bit more open. China 41, Mongolia 43. I can get down here, Nepal, surprisingly enough, 74. And as we get into the reds, these are the countries that none of us want to live in. You got Oman at 6, Yemen at 8, Afghanistan being the lowest at a single point. I'm not sure why they were even awarded that much. So that's this website. You can feel free to take a look. They show you everything throughout different countries, different areas. So you can see same-sex marriage. Looks like Europe is at 46%, whereas they're showing South America is at 42%. So Europe's a little bit higher in that regards. You can see results by each continent. You can even click on the individual countries themselves. Let's take a look at, we'll do Argentina, because I was there earlier this year. Actually last year, but who's counting? And as you can see, they rate homosexuality, gay marriage, censorship, changing gender, what's required there. Do they recognize a non-gender binary? Jeez, I screw that up every time. Discrimination, what discrimination laws are in place? You can see this one, it varies. Employment discrimination varies by region. Housing discrimination varies by region. Is adoption legal? How do they feel about LGBTQ in the military? Blood donations, conversion therapy, has it been banned or is it still legal? And equal age of consent. That means that there's not a different age of consent for homosexual people as there are straight people. And surprisingly enough, there are some countries where that is an issue. You can see down here the public opinion index. Here's where they get every different rating on it. So you're getting all these different questions in here. Sorry for moving that around. Big one for me is this always perceived prevalence of transgender discrimination. If we come down, expand it just a little bit, you can see, question, in your opinion, how much discrimination do transgender people face in our society today? 71% believe a great deal or a fair amount. Only 19% believe not much at all. So that's how you get the data of the public opinion index. And as you can see over here too are the contributors and even users living in Argentina. So these people contribute towards a lot of the laws, a lot of the data in here. So it is crowdsourced. Come down here to the laws. Homosexual activity has been legal in Argentina since 1987. Same-sex marriage has been legal in Argentina since 2010, 5 years before the United States of America. Makes you feel like we're really leading the world there, aren't we? So with each of these countries, you can go through and really read all the different things. LGBTQ employment discrimination in Argentina. So sexual orientation and gender identity is protected in Buenos Aires and Santa Fe. Sexual orientation only Rio Negro and Santa Cruz, and no protection in these provinces. So it gets very detailed, and some of the data in this can be very fascinating at times. Let's get to, if I can actually click on it, I think Jamaica. It's one of the countries that's quite fascinating. Homosexuality, male, illegal, female, legal. Tell me that's not a patriarchal society. White people always have to text me while I'm recording these things. So yeah, it's definitely a patriarch. They want to see, of course, no one's got anything against lesbians, but how dare two men want to be together. So that's the data throughout this map. Very, very fascinating information. You can even come down to the states. There's Tennessee at a good old 56 points. That happens to be number 53 in the United States of America, meaning you are dead last, Tennessee. And that's none of this should be really surprising to anyone. You got Colorado at 81, Utah at 79, surprisingly enough. Nevada 80, California 83, Washington 83, Oregon 81. I forget who the highest is. We're looking at maybe Vermont, New Hampshire. Yeah, they're up there. So you can even look at the states too. Let's do New Mexico. You can see legal rights, legal index right there gets a whole 100 out of 100. The only reason why the equality index is 81 over 100 is because of the public opinion index. And that comes from these surveys. Support of same-sex marriage by U.S. state in 2014. So this is even before same-sex marriage was legalized in the United States of America. So the data on this could be very different. A lot of these public opinion surveys can be quite old and outdated. So I hope you find this information fascinating. I hope you'll use this to your advantage when you're looking at various things, whether you're looking at different states you may want to go to. Even if you're looking at, I look at vacation spots. I come here to look at vacation spots. And so far, I have been to, not Chad, I've been to Ireland, I've been to the Netherlands, and I've been to Argentina. So soon I will be traveling to Chile at 80 points. I'm also looking at New Zealand at 77, and Australia at 78. So I hope you can use this data to your advantage. I hope you really find it neat and fascinating. I will be reviewing this quite often throughout this channel. And thanks for watching. Take care of yourself out there.